get to the MLAs, I was going to talk about the progress with the planning reforms, review, whatever we want to call it. On Monday afternoon, the government provided a response to the Standing Committee report. Now, you'll remember that went through quite a fractious process last year. The bill was tabled, it went to a committee, the committee met, heard lots of people, the committee put out a set of recommendations, and then each MLA on the committee also put out their own individual recommendations. Now, we've started working through it. You drop something in the dead of the Anzac Day break, it's very, very hard to give it the due attention. We're meeting today. So we'll have a more fulsome response over the next few days, but it's not coming through, is it?
Do you need a handout?
I think I will. No. I have my points on the slide. I'm better than that. You know that, Judy. Maybe she doesn't. That one, yeah. That one? Thank you, Lane. So, it was tabled on 24th of April, 8 p.m. Don't exactly know what time yet. Not really that fast, I've got it. It's going to be used to inform the Assembly debate, which we think will be in June. When you read it, it's a bit confronting. It's a very political document. It has a pretense of conciliation. I'm using the word pretense. I don't believe it matches the text. It says in places agreeing in principle, and then it goes and argues against the recommendation, and I didn't get that. So the average reader may regard the language as being dismissive of community input. And frankly, that's how I feel about it. I think we put a lot of work into that. And I think the people who authored this document did not have regard to the spirit of the engagement. There's ways of saying things, there's ways of not saying them. They chose the way you should not say them to the community. Annoyed? Yes. So, now, I don't know why, there's points in there that really jumped out at me. Apologise if people think this is a bit strong. Why wouldn't you legislate for consultation? I interpret that as purely as an act of bad faith. Why couldn't you have in the law consult with people? You know, it's a planning act. It's about the house that's going up next to you, or what's being done with block and land down the road. It just doesn't work. So there's many nuances in the language used. And every time I read it, and I've read it a few times, and others have read it, we all go, you're kidding. That is just not right. So we're going to post the response onto the website shortly. Only reason that it isn't up there yet is I was sending too much stuff to Lance to load onto the website. He's getting a bit tired. Sorry, Lance. I like need to manage the workload there. And we'll follow up with our summary. So we'll summarise what I said and put our commentary to it. So, like I said, we're still reviewing the detail. So, three things stood out to me this afternoon. I was just putting this together, dreaming away. Now, the committee recommended a review of the governance arrangements, considering the dual roles held by the Chief Planner and the Director General in EPSTD. That's recommendation 11. Now, the government, well, it's rushing ahead of me. The government does not seem to be concerned by the current model. Now, when you've got somebody in authority holding two roles and they conflict, and they're also very close to the minister and there's no separation of powers, I think you've got a problem. So we do not agree, and I hope everybody agrees with me, because it's what we put in our submission to the planning review. We just cannot understand why, in this day and age, you go ahead with that. I'll go a little bit further. We now have a Commissioner for Integrity. Now, I have talked to the Chief Planner and said, why don't you go to the Commissioner for Integrity and get their views? And he said something about going to Parliamentary Council and getting their views. Bit different. So I'll leave it at that. Now, to me, and when you see the next slide, get a quick sneak preview, it's the Swiss cheese style risk scenario. Now, in a Swiss cheese, you get a block of Swiss cheese, you slice it, you line all the holes up, your risks go straight through to fatal. So, here's an example I just pulled off the internet. I've got a million of them. I just happened to do a certificate and stuff a few years ago. And that's not how you do it, frankly. So, the committee recommended retention of controlled activity orders. The government did not agree. Stating Access Canberra could act on citizens' complaints. And the trouble is they don't. We've got a case in this area we're helping a fellow out with. Something's happened to a family in their neighbourhood. He's gone through the process and wants to remain anonymous, but it's out there. But the most public example, I think, is the Brindbella Christian College temporary car park, where they've just taken over a block of land and told the parents to park their cars there. And that's being played out in the media at the moment. The third one, territory priority projects. The committee recommended they be subject to disallowance. The Assembly members who we vote for get to have a vote on whether the thing should be disallowed or not. The government disagrees and wants to go with the same model, which links back to recommendation 1. There's a point 1 there. Not enough strong governance over the arrangements. And we're not saying don't do developments. What we're saying is make it look beyond criticism. Put that layer over it. So those are our views. We're going to write a note to all our local MLAs, 2 of who are in the room, and to the various party spokespeople on planning, and watch the debate eagerly, keenly. Hope we see some movement. I think there will be compromises in the debate. I just hope they're the compromises we want. So, okay, the other one I brought up last month,